Hey guys, Ricardo here. Welcome to another blog tech tips. And of course guys, we have a very special tutorial for you guys, and this one should help out those who, in cases where you have a device or maybe something like a car, doesn't really matter. It comes with a instruction manual, but of course the instruction manual might be in another language. Now the other language might be any particular language, it doesn't really matter. This tutorial is going to show you how to translate these over to English, and of course it will work with any language. And as you can see here, this is a manual for a car, and of course this particular car here, I know for a fact that the manual is in Japanese. Although you see some English writing, it's in Japanese. Now of course you might need to read the manual, but there's no English section as this is purely Japanese. Now as you can see here, there's the front of the manual, and if I open the pages, it's just the same. You'll see pages and pages of Japanese. As you can see here, there's just Japanese, and you might just decide to throw this away as you have no clue what it's saying and it's useless to you. Now as you can see here, as I said, from the front to the back it's straight Japanese. I'm going to show you to translate this in real time so you can actually make perfect sense of the text, so you can actually find out what it's saying and of course figure out your device. This could be a home kitchen appliance, it could be a smart device or anything at all. Alright, so let's get straight into it guys. Now the first thing I want to do guys is I'm going to demonstrate that this actually works, and I'm going to have my iPhone, and this iPhone I have already installed what I need, and as you can see here guys, this is what I need. This will work on Android as well. It will also work on iPhones, as this is the iPhone 11. Doesn't really matter the iPhone at all, it will just work. All right, so let's get straight into it. So as you can see, I'm going to point it at the screen. It can work with or without internet. So as you can see here guys, I'm going to point at the text on screen. Notice right there it's saying what's there. It says online book, please read and use. And all right, let me just keep my hand steady. Forgive me, it's very hard to control just here. It says online book, please read carefully and use. Let's store the handle in the car. In other words, it's say that this is a online book, you should keep this in the car, right? There's slight differences in translation due to the language, but a near perfect translation. All right, so do forgive me, my hand is shaking a bit, but you do see the perfect translation right there. All right, so that worked for that page. Let's try a more complicated page to see if we can actually translate it. All right. All right, here's a common page with a drawing as well as text. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to hold this, and again I'm going to try, and there we go. So as we see here, forgive me guys, I have to align this, and I'm just going to try again. All right, and as you can see again, it's translating. It does say inner mirror, it does say the front lamp, it does say moonroof, it does say one room. I'm not seeing that very well, but as you can see, it's translating it. Forgive me for the distance, I do have to angle this camera here. So far so good. I'm going to try a page that's rich in text, and forgive me again, I'm going to go again. All right, so as you can see, it says explain to use room equipment comfortably, or you have explained to use the room equipment comfortably. Method of driving, stopping or safe driving. The operation and attention are explained by the operations needed. So as you can see here guys, you can use this to actually figure stuff out. And as we're going along, I'm just going to adjust the camera just to have a better field of view. So let's try this again. So as you can see here guys, I'm just going to use this right over here to the section over here. It says before driving, when driving, how to use indoor equipment, how to clean, If trouble occurs, it does say vehicle specifications, SAKU, and as you can see here guys, the page is in perfect Japanese, but of course once I put this lens to the test, it does translate what I'm seeing almost perfectly. Can't complain. I can actually make heads or tails. Over here as well, you can see the text in Japanese. Let's translate. It says operations required to drive, attention before needed, and it does go ahead. It does this way more smoother guys. It's just because I'm using the camera here. It makes it a little bit difficult. Alright, so as you can see, it works perfectly easy. All you have to do is keep your hand steady and it will do a perfect translation or near perfect translation. Alright, so you do get the idea here. Alright guys, so basically here guys, I'm gonna show you the app that I use to do this, and the app in question here is simply Translate, and this is Google Translate, and it's very simple to download. I'm gonna show you exactly how to get the application, and once you have the application guys, you'll be good. It's also found on Android devices, so if you have an Android device, do not worry, this is the same. So simply go to the Play Store. You're gonna go over to search. Once you search, you're gonna go ahead guys and you're gonna download Google Translate. All right, so once you do that, you can go ahead and search. Once you search, you should have this app right here. Go ahead and hit get if you want to see the app more clearly. As you can see here, this is the app, shows you the version and so on. Once you download guys, you can go ahead and launch the application. Just a few tips in case you do not have internet, you can also use this offline. So to get the offline features, I'm gonna go back. This is the starting point. You're gonna choose a language. Fun thing is you can actually set this to auto detect or detect language. It can figure out what language it is even if you do not know the language. So here I know it's Japanese, so in my case I'd click on Japanese. Of course, for any language, let's say it was Japanese you're selecting for the first time. In case you want to use this offline, go ahead and tap the download arrow. Just tap that download arrow and it will download the language. As you can see again, once it's finished, it will show a check mark, meaning that the language is downloaded. It's about 60 megabytes thereabout, meaning you can use it offline once it's downloaded. I also have English, which is downloaded already. And of course, if I wanted Spanish, I could simply go ahead and tap Spanish at the download arrow right there. Or if I have internet or mobile data, all you gotta do is just leave it as is and select the language from the text side over here. So I'll choose Japanese. I can choose English as my second language. And of course, to translate in real time, guys, all you have to do here is just go ahead and tap on the camera, and then of course keep your hand steady and align text. So when you align text, what's gonna happen is that it's going to translate in real time by superimposing the text that you see over or on the surface and translate as shown earlier. As you can see here, this section is in Japanese just above here, and if I do this with it, forgive me for the distance, I have very little clearance on my desk. Here you go, it translates it perfectly, and if you look right there, it's still in Japanese. All right, so that's very cool. You can now translate any language for manuals, instruction pamphlets, and so on. All right, so as usual guys, Ricardo Gardner from Block Tech Tips saying bye until next time. Bye guys.